All right, so you can see I changed this label here to kind of reflect how I'd actually use it in the course. One thing that was imperative to me as a teacher was if I was going to use an LMS, it had to make something easier for me. It had to reduce my workload. It had to I was willing to do the work, but it had to, on the other end, something had to come off the table or something had to be made easier. And one of the things was to use my Google Calendar as a class calendar and to embed it on my homepage so that there was no question whether students were in class, out of class. In this case, they're not going to be in class, but it makes it very clear what you expect the student to do, and you can give some guidance, and they can actually add it to their own Google Calendars. And so, it allows them to use the Google Calendar product as something that's useful to them. So the first thing that we did, or that we need to do, is run into Google Calendar, and here, this is just the calendar that I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a calendar. And we're going to create a new calendar. So here I'll call this one Example Course Calendar. Example Course 1. And then I'm going to create it. Excellent. So over here on the side, I should see Example Course 1. Let's see here. Let's get out of that. Right there. So we'll turn these other ones off. All right. So we have our Example Course 1 calendar right here. Now what I need to do is I need to get into the settings of this calendar, and I need to make sure that the settings are set up correctly. So I want to make it available to the public so that they can see everything. Okay, so I'm going to be making the changes. I don't need notifications. Here's the embed code. So I'm going to copy that embed code. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the page here, and I'm going to insert. Remember, I'm going to use a label because I want it to show up on this screen. And I'm going to insert it in my HTML. Now remember, I'm still in TinyMCE, which is not default for the editor. So I'll go change the preferences quickly back. So I'm using the default. Then I got to get to my course. Now I got to add that label again. And right here, I have my HTML code. And I get to choose the width and height. Usually 800 seems a little big for me. I don't think I probably need that. Maybe like 500. You get to play around with this, but I'll just do 5 and 400 for now. Oh, it's over there, so let's go and edit that quickly. And I'm going to want to center this. So let's see. There we go. And maybe a little small. So I'll go edit that again. And remember, we don't have to know HTML to do this. We just have to know that it's an option to do that. So let's do maybe 600 wide. All right, a little bit bigger, doesn't need to be huge. The reason that I use this though was because now students will see this, and if they want, they can click this button here, and it will add this calendar to their Google Calendar. So now it'll be an option for them over on the side as they use Google Calendars. Now the nice part is when I'm in Google Calendar, and I use this as my professional calendar here. When I'm in here and we have a family calendar and try to kind of use this product as my home base, when I came into school every day, and I know we're not going into school, but what I can do now is I can just add an event, and I can say, um, so this is the coursework that we're going to do. And then maybe I have something due on this day. What do I have due? I have and then this day, we were going to let's try that again. All right. So now I put it on this calendar. Now over here on my example page, whenever this page reloads, those items are going to be on this page. So now a student can see what we're doing on any given day. You can use the calendar that's in Moodle, but the reason I don't do that is because I'm going to use this course next year, and I don't want to have to go in and change all the due dates on everything. But when I come in to work on whatever day, it's easy to go into my Google Calendar and type what we're going to do that day quickly, and now it automatically gets put on this. And honestly, this is essentially the cliff notes on my lesson plans. So I could sit here and I could say, all right, so the first day we're going to do this simulation, Earth rotation simulation. Now, I haven't built the resource yet, but I know that that's what I'm going to have them do. Later, I'll show you how to build the resource in here, but I could have this planned out. So I'm going to send simulation day 1, simulation day 2. Maybe here we're going to do a reflection activity where there's a forum, but a student can click on that and see exactly what to do that day, essentially. So that's why I use Google Calendars on my Moodle page.